So in this video, I'm going to talk about the essence of meditation, what it is, and the difference between practicing with people and alone. So whenever I'm practicing with people at a Zen temple or Zendo or a Buddhist center, what I've noticed about myself is that I turn it into a competition of being the best meditator and the most Zen, which is as far from the point as you can get. I prefer to do my sitting at home because it allows me to let go of my deep competitive nature. I don't know if it's just the way I am or if it's society conditioning me or both, but I've always been extremely competitive and I want to be the best. I want to be number one. I want to be the best at everything I do. So whenever I'm sitting, usually I'm also thinking. And for a while, I thought that my thoughts were the enemy and that they are what I'm trying to get rid of or to run away from. But really, it's not that the thoughts are the enemy. It's that how you are, if you are uncomfortable with your life, is most likely a lot of uptightness and fear and expectations and hopes and imagination and dissatisfaction and concentration on negative aspects of existence. So whenever I sit down, then over time, it does take time, 20 minutes, 40 minutes, an hour, 2 hours, however long it takes. You have to be willing to sit for as long as it takes for you to go through every single thought that you want to go through, and then finally start to just let go of them one by one after another, and come to the realization that you are not your thoughts, and you can choose to follow them and give them credit and give them meaning, or you can just let go of them and not pretend that they don't exist, not making them the enemy that you're trying to destroy, but just being so calm that you're not attached to them and that they don't influence you because you're in this deep state of calmness. And there are hundreds, maybe thousands of hours of people on the internet explaining how to meditate this way, meditate that way. And I honestly think it's confusing. I myself have gotten very confused about which method, which tradition, which practice, how long, what about the posture. There's so many factors that it can become overwhelming. And I think the truth is that everyone already kind of knows how. Everyone kind of no one really needs someone to teach them how to sit down and breathe and just be quiet and be calm. I don't think really you necessarily need a teacher. I think that a teacher can be good to help guide you, but I don't think it's entirely necessary. I think that the conditions of your environment and the conditions of your life have a huge influence on how much free time you have and how much time you have to dedicate yourself to it. Because if you have kids and you have a job and you have family, most likely you just don't have time. And time is really the number one reason why people don't do things and do things. And it's really our society. Most people work so hard that by the end of the day, they're just exhausted and they don't have any energy. Part of it is their diet, part of it is that they don't exercise, part of it is that their job is not a physical activity. So there are almost infinite factors and reasons